Apple's iPad lineup has grown quite a bit lately, to the point of getting a bit confusing. So in this quick lesson, we're going to do sort of a video buying guide for all the current iPad models and some suggestions as to where you can get a decent discount on a new iPad. So let's start on apple.com. Here on the iPad homepage, notice that there are now 4 iPad models: iPad Pro, iPad Air, iPad, and iPad Mini. The compare tool can be helpful, so let's head in here and then view all the models. So at the top of the iPad range, we have 2 iPad Pros. These both use Face ID, so they don't have a home button. They have the A12X chip, which is the fastest chip in any iOS device. They're the only models that currently support the second generation of the Apple Pencil, and they have a USB-C connection rather than the Lightning connector that's been on every iOS device for several years now. USB-C provides for a faster connection with compatibility with more peripheral devices. The iPad Pro is going to be best for users looking to replace a laptop with an iPad, along with editing photos and video or connecting to external storage devices. It also works with the new Apple Pencil that magnetically attaches to the flat edge of these iPad Pros. In the next tier down, we have the latest iPad Air, which comes with a 10.5-inch display. This has replaced the previous generation iPad Pro, which is still listed on this page down here. The iPad Air has the newer A12 chip, but a lower resolution camera, and the display doesn't include the Pro Motion feature for super smooth video and graphics. This is a great mid-range model and should be able to do most of what the iPad Pro can, just a bit slower and without the ability to use the newest Apple Pencil. One more tier down from that, we have the base iPad, which is still just named iPad. This one retains the original 9.7-inch display. It has an older A10 chip, but it's still compatible with the first generation Apple Pencil. This iPad starts at $329 here on apple.com, but currently can be had on Amazon for only $249, which is a great price to get started with an iPad. This base model will do great browsing the web, watching videos, viewing photos, or reading. Finally, we have the iPad Mini, which was recently updated to the A12 chip. This is why it's more expensive than the base iPad, starting at $399. Its display is smaller at 7.9 inches, but it also is compatible with the first generation Apple Pencil. Below here are older models that are no longer for sale directly from Apple. Back on the main comparison page, we can select the exact models that we want to see side by side. So if I compare the 11-inch iPad Pro, the iPad Air, and the base iPad, I can then scroll down and the differences between each model are lined up. We can compare prices, storage capacities, size and weight, displays, chips, cameras, and more. So utilizing this comparison page can help determine what iPad model you might want. What Apple doesn't present on this page are the discounts that can be had on some of these models. Apple.com almost always lists their products at full price, aside from the very occasional sale. But Apple also has a presence on Amazon.com and often will discount even their current generation products over there. So here we are on Apple's iPad page on Amazon. Scroll down a bit and here's that $249 base iPad that I mentioned earlier, 24% off the price that we saw on Apple.com. Check out the details and we can see that it's being sold by Apple through Amazon, so it's not coming from a third party. Amazon Prime members will get free delivery in 2 days, and if you're using one of Amazon's credit cards, you can get another 3 to 5% off. Non-Prime members will still get free delivery, it's just slower. This isn't the only discounted iPad. The current generation iPad Air is $30 off for a 5% discount, and the newest iPad Pros with Face ID are between 6 and 13% off. So if you're thinking about getting a new iPad, compare all the available models on Apple.com, but then shop around for better prices. I'll include links below this video to the comparison page on Apple.com and to those discounted iPads on Amazon. If you'd like to see more Apple product buying and pricing guides like this, please leave a comment or let me know in an email to info@themacu.com. Thanks for watching.